Ashe. Welcome to a Mystic Monday. Some lunar guidance for your natal moon sign, some elemental insights, mystic messages for each day of the week. And once again, I am your host, Tanya D. And today we're stepping into the final week to join me live for the Venetian workshop. As I scroll on down here on this Mystic Monday, the Venetian workshop is happening this Friday. And this workshop will help you align with the energy of Venus, unlocking love, beauty, and abundance in all areas and arenas of your day-to-day life. It's your cosmic invitation to open that chalice, receive those divine blessings that Venus actually has in store for each and every one of us. Don't miss out, because this is the final opportunity to join me live and tap into this very transformative energy. Now, also, if you have been craving, well, there I am in the wrong space. If you have been craving, there we go, craving more personalized guidance, I do invite you to schedule a private session with me. Together, we'll upcycle your personal algorithm, aligning you with your unique energies, elemental and otherwise, overcoming those forces of adversity that may actually be holding you back or keeping you at the crossroads. We'll craft a prescribed ritual designed specifically for you so you can take this empowered action, release limitations, and really step into your highest potential. So get ready for a very powerful week ahead filled with cosmic clarity, rituals, and of course, transformation. So let's dive in and align with the energies guiding us today. In Reflector's guidance this week, we do have the moon in Pisces. So really let's float into that dreamy depths of the moon in Pisces during Leo season, where water meets fire and the mystic meets the muse. So with the natal moon in Pisces during Leo season, where imagination dances into the spotlight. So when the moon drifts into Pisces during the heartlit glow of Leo, the sun, the season of that yang fire, the emotional waters become laced with stardust symbols, subtle soul whispers. So this is a moment when fire seeks feeling and water dissolves boundaries. Leo season wants to shine, express, take center stage, while Pisces energy invites us to dissolve into the dream, merge with the muse, the mystic, and really listen inward. So it's like stepping into a celestial temple lit with candlelight and golden sunbeams. So you may feel extra sensitive, soft, maybe a little bit dreamy, mystical, even overwhelmed, like disappearing into your own creative world, art, poetry, music, or meditation. There could be a yearning, Neptune, a yearning to serve something greater than yourself, even a deep soul ache to escape reality or to feel more than the world is allowing. So this is not the time to push. It's the time to float, allow, and let your spirit speak through symbols, intuition, and those subtle nudges. And if your natal moon is in Pisces, this moon may feel like a deep emotional homecoming, but with the sun, Leo, activating your inner performer, you're really being asked to come out of your cave and let your intuitive magic be witnessed. So you may feel more emotionally open than usual. Boundaries can blur those lines. So spiritual protection is actually key. Inspired by dreams, visions, or even those synchronistic messages. Like your inner artist is being summoned to the stage. There could be a call to bring your spiritual truths to light, not just for yourself, but for the collective. So this is your moment to really honor your softness and let it be seen as a strength. And if your natal moon is in Pisces during Leo season, to work with this energy, I would totally create a dream altar, gathering water, candles, seashells, and a golden object. And set an intention to blend compassion and courage in your expression. Even a mystic mirror ritual. And just so you know, I'm creating anointing oils. One is actually named the Mystic Mirror. But what you want to do is gaze at your reflection and really whisper that I see the divine in me, and I am both the wave and the flame, and trust. I trust what I feel and I speak what I see. We need to do more rituals, basically, more invocations, but also some sacred silence. How do we do that? We unplug and really just allow and let your nervous system breathe. Daydreaming is very sacred now, and meditation is medicine. Solitude could be your spell work. So, listening solitude, again, my meditation series. And art. Art is the oracle. So, create without editing. Let yourself paint, have some poetry or voice be your inner translator. Then share something, even if it's just with one person. And of course, an affirmation for you if your natal moon is in Pisces. And I kind of messed this up last week on Friday's show, but I honor the softness in my soul, or my soil is kind of what I was thinking, as sacred power. I trust the unseen currents to carry my magic where it is needed most. Now, the moon is in a sacred surrender space in the middle of this fiery season. So let yourself feel it all with zero judgment, because in Pisces, feeling is the portal to knowing. And then Tuesday, the moon moves into Aries right before noontime, midday, depending on where you are on the planet. On Mars Day, and it's a waning. The moon is on the decline. So let's leap into the moon in Aries during Leo season. This is where fire meets more fire, and emotions burn bold, bright, a little bit wild. If you're an Aries moon, I know some Aries moon, but this lunar energy is like striking a cosmic match in an already lit temple. So buckle up, buttercup. If your natal moon is in Aries during Leo season, this is about igniting the inner flame. So when the moon blazes through Aries during the golden hearted energy of Leo season, you might feel like your emotional body just drank a double espresso. And it wants to move, make, speak, create, even conquer. So this is fire meeting fire. It's courageous, it's catalytic, and even charged. So emotions don't just simmer now, they literally are sparking. So you may feel impatient, impulsive, emotionally activated, motivated to start something new. You are ablaze, even if you don't finish it. Bold and ready to really say what you've been holding in, craving independence and freedom and just from emotional entanglements. Leo wants us to express and shine. Aries says, do it now. Together? Maybe. It's a call. It's a call to bravely express your truth and move through any emotional stagnation like a wildfire of liberation. So if your natal moon is in Aries, it's like, oh, hey there, fire starter, that is you. This is your lunar recharge moment. It's a chance to come back to your instinctual knowing, emotional honesty, unfiltered courage. So this moon during Leo season might make you feel like you're being dared to show up fully, supercharged in your emotional body. Passion is high, as is reactivity if you've ever watched an Aries moon. I'm just reflecting on my friends, FYI. You could be called to lead with your heart, not just your head, ready to initiate a project, a conversation, or even a big shift. So it's not about perfection, it's about the raw, real, being present version of yourself. And to work with this energy, you really got to move your body. It's connected to the root chakra. So dance, hike, punch a pillow. Let the fire move, maybe become the fire, flicker like the flame. So Aries moons need physical outlet for their feels. And claim your desires. Write down what your heart, not your ego, wants. And feel into it. And then say it out loud. And as a bonus, say it under the magic of the sun, probably around high noon, just saying. And courage. Use courage as your invocation by lighting a candle and whispering that you do honor your instinct and you trust your own inner fires. You know you're not too much. You are the spark. You are the spark of the root center. And channel it creatively. Let that surge of passion pour into something, whether it's a painting, a post, a poem, a wild idea. Just start. And of course, an affirmation for you if your natal moon is in Aries during Leo season. My fire is divine, and it is. I lead with passion, I speak with courage, and I act with my heart. I am not afraid to be seen. And really hold that to be true. Invoke it. Invoke it. This moon is your celestial green light. You've been holding back, maybe? So, this is your moment to leap, roar, and burn through doubt. Then Thursday, the moon is void of course till about midday, 1:21 p.m. ish, depending on where you are on the planet, of course. Just be aware. And the moon moves into Taurus about an hour after into Saturday evening. So we really want to ground this fiery Leo energy during the season of Taurus with the Taurus moon. Oops, missed the little gimmer there. Where am I? There I is. There we are. Look at that little fire there hitting onto that Taurus moon. But with the Taurus moon, this is where emotional expression finds its center in the sensual, the steady, and of course the sacred after the bold blaze of Aries. So Taurus moon energy arrives like this velvet robe. It's a deep breath. It's a reminder to really slow down and savor. So if your natal moon is in Taurus during Leo season, this is about rooting your radiance. So as the moon moves into Taurus during this heartlit glory of Leo season, we enter a moment of emotional stabilization. It's a sacred pause amidst this cosmic theater. So sometimes Leo is the theater. So Leo brings the spotlight, Taurus builds the stage. Together, they invite you to express beauty with purpose, to create from a place of grounded confidence, embodied self-worth, and value. So you may feel a desire to nest or indulge in comfort and beauty, be extra sensitive to touch, smell, or sound, or all of the above, because Taurus loves the senses. You are the sensory being. You're connected to the Earth star, FYI. But protective, be protective of your energy, craving quality over quantity, very different energies. There could be a need to align your values with your expression. And if your natal moon is in Taurus, welcome to your emotional sanctuary check-in. So this Leo season, the lunar moment is inviting you to reaffirm your worth, reconnect with your rooted pleasure, and romance your senses. So you may feel more emotionally tender, but also steady, deeply aware of what brings you true comfort. It's like the pleasure ladder is all I can think of. Have a calling, being called to create beauty, not just consuming it, and really ready to say no to anything that destabilizes your peace, your inner peace. So Leo season is asking what lights you up. Your Taurus moon answers what makes it sustainable. So I really like that. And to work with this energy, or how you can, really create a sensual altar. How do you do that? Add fresh flowers, silky fabric, grounding crystals like rose quartz, emerald, or even a green candle. Opportunities are everywhere, right? And let it reflect your inner radiance, your brilliance. And move like honey butter. Take a slow walk, stretch your luxuriosity, or do a body loving flow. I'm just thinking of luxurious body movements. Taurus doesn't rush, so take your time in that stillness and ask yourself, like, am I building a life that really feels good and sustainable, or is it just looking good outside of you? And allow and let the light of Leo show you the dream. Taurus will lay the bricks. That's really what you do. So do something luxurious. That doesn't mean expensive. It really does mean intentional, whether it's a hot bath, enjoying a meal slowly, like savoring the meal, a beautiful playlist, Spotify, and really grounding your glory. And an affirmation for you, if you have a natal moon in Taurus, because we can't forget that, right? During Leo season, knowing like I am a vessel of beauty and stability. I create from love and embody my worth with grace and devotion. So this moon invites you to build your joy and to root your expression into something real, but also rich. So as Leo roars, Taurus hums. You could even hum on the inside, if you get what I'm saying, like oming on the inside, chanting on the inside. So together, this creates a masterpiece. So the celestial messenger comes bearing news and movement on Sunday Fun Day during the late evening. Be sure to return Monday for the natal moon in Gemini, where we become chatty. And a short commercial break and off to the elementals. I'm stoked for this part of the show, so stay tuned as I get a little bevy.
The call to wisdom. Are you standing at a crossroads, seeking clarity amidst life's uncertainties? Do you yearn for a deeper understanding of your purpose, your challenges, and the unseen forces at play in your life? For generations, the Dagara people of West Africa have turned to their shells for profound wisdom and guidance. These ancient tools, imbued with the spirit of the ancestors, offer a unique pathway to self-discovery and destiny. As a certified cowrie shell diviner trained in the sacred Dagara tradition by the revered Elder Malidoma Patrice Somé, I am honored to be a bridge between your world and this ancient wisdom. Through a personalized cowrie shell divination, we can uncover hidden truths, identify blockages, and illuminate the path forward. Whether you seek guidance on relationships, career, health, or your spiritual journey, the cowries hold the answers you seek. It's time to step into your power, to embrace the wisdom that awaits you. Visit tanyad.tv to book your transformative cowrie shell.
Inshallah. So as we are back, I'm super excited about this here chart. In the undercurrent of today's hour, the four pillars open this very rare portal. The Yangwood Monkey Month plays the trickster sage, teaching us that cleverness and adaptability are the new currency. We have this energy all month long. The Yinwood Snake Year is wrapping this wisdom in this ancient silk, very slow, strategic, and just sensing the unseen. And above us, the heavens are conspiring in our favor, our flavor. As Venus slips into the embrace of Jupiter, we've got this rare kind of Kazemi mutual energies that blooms beauty, love, and blessings beyond measure. So this is a cosmic coronation. It's the moment to offer your prayers, your invocations into the chalice, those sacred waters, to speak your wish in the language of your soul and let the benefics carry it into the great unfolding. So in this weave, we are both the clever monkey and the patient snake, moving with purpose while simultaneously trusting that the gold is already in our hands. So this evening at exactly 11:23 and 41 seconds, I did my homework, Venus meets Jupiter in a cosmic embrace at 3 degrees. The third degree, the very heart of their union in the four pillars. So that's what this chart's all about. So the Yang water rat steers the helm, sharp-eyed, ready to leap into the new. The month, the Yangwood monkey spins this golden thread of clever creation, while the Yinwood snake year ensures each move is lined with wisdom and patience. And this is all happening in the yin metal pig hour. So the night turns to a sacred studio when beauty, refinement, and divine artistry are offered to the heavens. So this is the moment to polish your vision until it gleams, to speak your blessings out loud, invoking them, and to surrender them into the cosmic current. We've got a lot of water. In this hour, beginnings and endings are dancing together. And the chalice of Venus and Jupiter are overflowing. So this combination is pure reflector mirror magic meets golden abundance. At this very moment, this Kazemi, the Yang water rat, the strategist, intuitive connector. So this is resourcefulness meeting intelligence. It's the ability to sense opportunities in those undercurrents. We got a lot of water. The month pillar, the Yangwood monkey, is this clever alchemist. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Very playful, but it's razor sharp in timing, holding the keys to innovation and surprise. The year pillar, The yinwood snake, this is the patient, wise, strategic serpent who knows when to shed and when to strike. The hour, the hour of this mutual energy, these two benefics, yin metal pig is beauty and service, devotion to the craft. It's this tender but also refined offering of value out into the world. So we've got this layered magic, this mystic magic. Yang water plus yin metal, the day to the hour, this relationship creates a polished and reflected kind of dynamic. It's polished and reflecting simultaneously. It's got this dynamic energy. Water shapes metal, refining it into something valuable and gleaming simultaneously. The monkey and the snake pairing there at the end. This is the strategic mind plus intuitive cunning, which equals a chessboard full of winning moves. So this is the month. This is the energy of the month in the snake year, by the way. This is what's happening for us all. So the rat is at the helm. And the bazi, the four pillars, the rat is the first branch. It symbolizes inception, vision, swift adaptability. It always reminds me of Templeton in Charlotte's Web, just saying. But the hour of the pig, again, we could see that in Charlotte's Web, right? But the pig hour, the final branch of the cycle, is making closure, release, and divine surrender. So this is like the alpha and the omega in the same moment, beginning and completion kind of woven together. I can see that. So our day master, the core energy of this timing, the yang water, it's happening actually today. Yang water Ren, the Ren Z, the day stem and branch, the yang water rat combined. This is self element kind of doubled. So this is like standing in a clear reflective pool where you can see every ounce, every possibility, and every ripple that you create. You can see the rippling effect. So double water brings heightened intuition, adaptability, along with the ability to navigate those hidden undercurrents. But also there's a warning to avoid being swept into overthinking or even being overwhelmed. The month pillar, yang wood monkey, the yang wood monkey. So wood controls the earth, but for water, wood is the output energy. It's the creative energy. It's the performance energy. So the month is inviting the yang water day, our master, the core energy, to pour out those creative ideas, those innovative plans. And the monkey's cleverness challenges us to not just dream, but to package and deliver your brilliance in playful, unexpected ways. The year pillar, yin wood snake, again, wood equals output for water. So the snake's slower kind of strategic wood energy tempers the monkey's fast play. So for yang water, this means our creations are not just flashy, they have staying power and wisdom woven in. So this year wants our offerings to be both clever and timeless. The hour pillar, the yin metal pig. So for water, metal is a resource. The hour brings support, mentorship, and refinement. So these resources that make our visions more polished. So the pig's water affinity, because pig and rat are together. The monkey is actually the birth of water. So it's just the flavors are there. But the water affinity with the pig adds emotional empathy and deeper connection to the collective. So it's a call to really refine our creations so they hold both beauty and soul resonance. So we've got this pillar to day master flow where it's all kind of merging and coming together. So the day pillar is our self element, the rat doubled down basically. So this is pure self-awareness plus amplified instinct. And the output of the monkey and the snake, this is the creative productivity, strategic innovation, tangible expression. The resource, which is the pig, is also the support, the tools, and it really allies to help execute this vision, whatever that is. So this Kazemi confluence coming together, tonight's Kazemi, is essentially a very creative download portal. The energy supports imagining, imaging, crafting, refining, and really delivering something that carries both elegance and strategy. So as the evening sky unfolds its breath, Venus, which is also ruled by metal, slips into the heart of Jupiter, which is the innovation of wood. So we've got the energies here at a cazimi of 3 degrees. This is a union of beauty plus expansion. So beneath this celestial kiss is what I want to call it. The 4 pillars align for a yang water rat day. The day master is crowned in its own reflection. It's like this double yang water. It's like standing before an endless ocean where the horizon dissolves into possibilities. And the self element doubled, the yang water, instinct sharpened, perception is heightened. But be aware for the waves. The waves can carry us way too far if we lose our anchor. And in the month, the yang wood monkey is dancing. So for yang water, again, wood is the output performance energy. It's this playful architect of new ideas. So here, this is where our thoughts do not just wander, they leap, they climb, they connect unexpected dots. So this creative flow made tangible innovation with a grin. That's kind of what I'm sensing. A grinning tiger, if you will. Or even a rabbit, like producing. So the year holds the yin wood snake, still wood, still output, same energies. Yet now the movement is slowing down. So the snake is kind of whispering, like hissing at us in a way that craft what endures. And it's the brilliance of the monkey meets the strategy of the snake. Together, they're weaving those visions that are as timeless as they are clever simultaneously. And at the hour, again, the yin metal pig is stepping into the spotlight. Metal being a resource for water, support appears, refinement's going to blossom. The pig is really aligned with the water itself. It's softening the mind, it's opening up the heart, just really making space for art that feels as good as it looks. So really, this is a night of alignment. Our self is doubled, our output is magnified. The resources are arriving at the perfect hour. It's a portal for birthing creations kissed by beauty, Venus, but also blessed by wisdom, carried on currents, water, that know exactly where they are going. So under this cazimi, you may release the idea that beauty is fleeting and allow your brilliance to take root in the eternal. So I really like this energy. I want you to tune into it, of course. We're going to have another break and off to the light seers messages for each mystic message for this magical week. Are you ready to tap into the cosmic currents and amplify your manifesting power? Join our monthly coven, a sacred space to elevate your desires through the wisdom of the stars. We've journeyed through the age of AI, balancing intuition and technology. We've unlocked the magnetic pole of your natal moon sign. And now, delve into mind plus emotions for manifesting mastery, harnessing the power of your natal Mercury. Each month brings a new celestial focus, a new pathway to your dreams. Visit TanyaD.tv workshops to learn more and join the monthly coven. Your manifesting journey awaits. Are you ready? Inshallah, and we are back, continuing with the Light Seers Tarot for Leo season. So here's your mystic message for Moon's Day Monday. We've got the Two of Swords. I kind of like this card. Anyway, bringing us into the season of Leo, the Two of Swords. So the week opens, I want to say, let's see if there I am. I'm sorry, my Virgo self is getting in the picture. But the week is opened with a pause, an inhale before the leap, basically. The Two of Swords is asking us to step out of that mental gridlock and into our body's knowing. So you may be staring at two paths, two choices, or two versions of yourself, each whispering different promises. The truth? It's not about picking the right one in your head. It's about listening for the option that feels like oxygen to your soul. Under the Leo sun, our courage comes from alignment, not urgency. So today on this Mystic Moon's Day, Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, left or right or both, you decide. I kind of like my left, but sometimes together, just saying. But you really want to ask yourself, which way feels like home? And as an invocation, possibly, like release the pressure to decide with your mind and really trust your soul's timing, the water of it, being in the flow, especially with that Venus, Jupiter, Cazimi, and all the water in the four pillars, just saying. Then on terrific Tuesday, Mars Day, we've got the Emperor. Once again, we had this magical message last week. And the moon is also in Aries. So Mars energy is literally peaking with this fiery emperors, kind of what I want to say. Really liking that because the energy is at its peak with the moon in Aries. So if Monday's Two of Swords was the pause, Tuesday is the command. The Emperor arrives with this spine of steel. I'm loving this card. A mind like a strategist, the willpower of Mars, just charging through the battlefield. So this is about creating the architecture for your vision. Remember, we're visioning later tonight, whether that's business, a relationship dynamic, or even your own personal empire. Why not? But remember, true authority doesn't bulldoze, it really inspires. In Leo season, the Emperor is the lion who protects his pride. He stands rooted in integrity, in this case, sitting on his throne, wielding his power with wisdom, not ego. So Tuesday is a day to set the boundaries, write the plan, anchor that foundation, and see your future self has solid ground to dance upon. Just knowing that you are the architect of your life, building with strength, vision, and of course, honor. And then on Wizardry Wednesday, Mercury's Day, oh my goddess, we got the Five of Cups, and the 5 is actually a Mercury number. It's a Gemini number if you tune into Christopher Witecki. The 5 of Cups. I love it. I kind of like all these, actually. We got the swords, we have the Emperor, and now we have cups. But the 5 of Cups. So this is Mercury's magic happening for us on Wednesday, swirling in the waters of our heart. The 5 of Cups is really a reminder that loss, regret, and disappointment are teachers. I think 5s always get like a sidecar shuffle, basically. But those are not dead ends. They're not dead ends. So the mind might get into that loop on what could have been. But Mercury, the messenger, is asking us to change that conversation. Turn your trigger into a glimmer. What wisdom have you gained? You know, the spilled cups are very real, but don't bypass our feelings. But notice that we have 2 upright vessels. Maybe you can't see them. I really like this card. But 2 vessels swirling, still standing in our field, our energetic field, our auric field. So they're waiting for us to turn towards them, to choose hope over defeat, to drink from what remains instead of mourning what's gone, like getting into the flow. And in Leo season, this card becomes a call to really rewrite our personal myth, to choose a chapter of resilience, not tragedy, and just allow and let the past compost into that fertile soil for what is next. So by honoring your grief and walking towards the blessings that really remain, to me, it's like an attitude of gratitude really goes a long way, and just thanking the universe, Gus, God, universe, source. I'm going with Gus. I like that. And then on tantalizing Thursday, Jupiter's Day, we've got the 10 of Swords, which is kind of curious and interesting. This is under the grounded grace of the Taurus moon. The 10 of Swords is kind of whispering. This is like magnetic. It's whispering the truth we often resist. Like endings are invitations to begin again, have a freshie. So this is not the gentle close of like a well-tied bow. It's the final exhale after a cycle that's been demanding its completion for far too long. So Jupiter's expansive energy doesn't want us to dwell on the shadows of betrayal, burnout, or loss. Instead, it's asking, like, what wisdom did this ending gift us with? The swords in our back, they're not there to keep us pinned. They're carving us open for the light to enter. And the Taurus moon steadies the ground beneath our feet so we can rise stronger, clearer. unwilling to carry what no longer fits the shape of who we are actually ultimately becoming. So, this ending here is our liberation to really step forward, lighter, wiser, and even more free. The number 10 with the moon in Taurus, create that sacred heart space. Love and trust your divine heart's own personal algorithm. We're getting into the flow of this. And then on Fantastic Friday, Venus's day, oh my goddess, look at that rainbow. The Two of Cups. That does look like a sacred rainbow. It's like the dance of the Two of Cups. And on my Venus day and my Venus show, my workshop, the Two of Cups on a Venus day, Fantastic Friday. So the week is closing with the Two of Cups. This is like a radiant nod from Venus herself. The connection, real, that soul deep connection, is really the nectar that we've all been craving. This is not surface level attraction. This is a magnetic meeting of energies that really mirror. They don't just mirror, but they're also amplifying each other's light. So after Thursday's 10 of Swords, the releasing, this message on Friday arrives like a healing balm, reminding us that endings do make space for those sacred unions, be they romantic, creative partnerships, even a deeper communion with your own spirit, your own soul, especially with Venus and Cancer. So love is not just passion, it's safety, it's trust, the kind of emotional intimacy. I'm thinking of my Scorpio moon, the kind of emotional intimacy that allows you to exhale into someone's presence. Our heart's garden is fertile once again. So it's time to tend to our own fertile garden there and welcome those soulful bonds that really nourish and sustain us. So I'm just going to say, as a weekly mystic message wrap up, the mystic message, the alchemy of endings and unions is kind of what this feels like. So this week, I just want to say the Light Seers Tarot has guided us from indecision, the Two of Swords, and the firm structure of personal authority, the Emperor, into deep emotional processing, the Five of Cups, a necessary release and rebirth, the Ten of Swords, finally, into the heart of what matters, sacred connection, love. I can hear Melodoma saying, love is the cure of it all. The Two of Cups. This really is like the rainbow, the pot of gold, the chalice here. But the energy, I feel like, is pure alchemical transformation. So early in the week, today, if you're catching this on the 11th of August, we faced choices, boundaries, and the call to self-mastery. Midweek, this is like the emotional shadows or surface, urging us to grieve and also let go. And then on the peak of Thursday, Jupiter expands the gift of those endings, showing us freedom in surrender. There is so much freedom in the surrendering. And the blessing on Friday, Friday's blessing, Venus in Cancer wraps this week up in love, offering soul level connections as our reward for courageously closing old doors. So as we flow deeper into Leo season, let this week's messages be your roaring reminder to roar. Shedding is not losing. It's really about making space for love, abundance, and joy that's really ready to pour into the chalice at the end here. And we've got two twos, right? So it's the two of it all. It's the emotional foundation. So as we close today's mystic messages, of course, thank you for joining me. We've tapped into the cosmic flow. We've explored the energies guiding us this week, especially with the Kazemi, whether we dove into the moon's power, the elemental forces, even this upcoming Venetian workshop. I do hope you're feeling aligned, inspirited, inspired, ready to step into your own personal magic. Remember, this is the final week to join me live for the Venetian workshop happening this Friday, 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time, August 15th, where we'll align with Venus's energy to manifest love, beauty, abundance in your life, feeling the feels as Venus is in Cancer. And if you're ready for deeper guidance, be sure to schedule a personal session with me where we'll upcycle your personal algorithm with prescribed rituals to navigate the forces of adversity, any energetic hiccups you may have, trivial pursuits, whatever you want to call them. But as always, thank you for being here, for allowing this energetic flow these subtle bodies and energies to guide you, myself as a reflector, just saying. But just keep shining your unique light, your brilliance, and stay aligned with your own magnetic rhythm. Always remember that you are the magic, you are the medicine, and you really are the gift. I'll see you next time, and don't forget to join me for the Venetian workshop happening this Friday. Sacred space and a sacred place. Ashe and blessings. I'll see you on the other side.